guys, welcome back to Nadir Audio. Today we are going to be taking a look at the band Lotus's 2004 album Nomad. So I first heard about the band Lotus in 2006, which was a couple of years after this came out, and it was shortly after the album subsequent to this one came out, which was called The Strength of Weak Ties, which is also a very good album. So I had picked them both up and liked them quite a bit, especially this one, and actually ended up seeing them play live at a small club in San Francisco in 2006, and they were also just a great live band. They played really well and had kind of a hardcore audience that was really into it. People were dancing and really enjoying it, so it was a lot of fun. So the only thing was that both of those albums, when I first bought them, I did listen to them quite a bit. Especially, I'd play them like on my phone at the gym, and when I was out and about. But I didn't really listen to them too much on my main stereo, and that was just because I wasn't super into the recording. I think that the performance was great, but the recording quality was a little bit lacking, which was kind of a bummer. So when they released a remastered version a few years later, that really piqued my interest. Now, I'm not always into remasters. It seems like a lot of modern remasters, especially of stuff from the 60s and 70s, tends to sometimes make it worse. It just depends on who is doing the remastering and what the format is. But I find that it's often overly compressed, and a lot of times you're better off sticking with the original. But I'm happy to say that for this particular album, the remaster is a big improvement. So the general sound quality improved, the sound of the instruments, the drums especially, they just sound a lot more natural, like real instruments. Soundstage opened up, everything got a lot better. Now, I don't know that I would necessarily consider it an audiophile recording, but it's definitely a very good recording, and it's definitely enjoyable to listen to, so I was happy about that. So the vinyl version that came out is actually a double album, so it has the original recording remastered on one of the discs, and then the other disc is actually a version of them playing the entire album live. Which is also very cool. As I had mentioned, they're a great live band, and it's sort of interesting to see how they sort of interpreted some of these live. Although for the most part, I'm more into the original album, so that's mostly what I listen to. So the double album comes with this kind of cool gatefold, and there's some information about it, where it was recorded in 2004, and how it was produced, and where it was remastered for this version. A little bit more information about the band. And then the vinyl is actually pressed on this very cool white vinyl, which is not something you see too often, and I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, in terms of the music itself, I'd say that it's it's kind of a combination of rock music and electronic dance music, and has elements of jazz. It's a lot of different things kind of melded into one, and I think it's really well done. I think it's very tastefully done, and it's sort of interesting. It's different than any other that I had heard, and so I really liked it. And another thing that's cool about this band is they've released a lot of albums over the years. I have some of them, and they actually do change things up quite a bit from album to album. And I like when bands do that. I think it sort of keeps things interesting. Why keep releasing the same album over and over? So yeah, that's really cool. They just recently released a new album as well, which I was listening to a little bit on Bandcamp, and yeah, I thought it was, I think it sounds really cool. So that one as well is available on vinyl. It's actually a 3 LP set. So I'm definitely going to be picking that one up soon. And, I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that one in a future video. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. So basically, I'm just going to be featuring different albums from my vinyl and my CD collections in upcoming videos. in addition to doing, the equipment overviews and just talking a little bit about everything involved in the hobby as I see it. So yeah, I think that's it for this one, guys. So I will see you all in the next video.